Assalamualaikum everybody, this is Nyla.
And this is Sahreen.
Welcome to our podcast, The Muslim Girl Chat, where we take on lives from two young Muslim girls.
We're just two young Muslim girls from their early to mid-20s, and we talk about different topics as well as our own personal experiences. So let's girl chat.
Assalamualaikum everybody, my name is Nyla, and right now I am recording this podcast with a good friend and a close family member of mine.
Salam everyone, I'm Sahreen, and me and Nyla know each other from having close family relations, and we're just here to talk about the world and
like different topics pertaining to society and like personal experiences. Islamic and non-Islamic topics are all welcomed here. At times we'll have like different guests, inshallah, in the future, whether it be family members or friends, and who knows who else could actually come on the podcast.
Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, so we'll be talking about like anything like ranging from Islam or just even like just relationships, friendship, love, anything that's going on with the world today, anything. So, yeah.
Today's first podcast, we're kind of just like testing the waters a bit, just kind of seeing where this goes. We're both kind of nervous. But I've written down a few things that I might as well talk about with you guys, and so does Sahreen. She wrote down a few things herself. Anyways, really excited. If you guys like have any suggestions for other topics to speak about in the future, be sure to comment below.
Make sure to follow our Instagram at Muslim Girl Chat. This podcast is also available on other forms of access like SoundCloud and other media sites that will be listed in the description.
Hopefully we can get it on like Apple Podcasts soon, but as for right now, it'll probably
try to do like Spotify, SoundCloud.
Yeah, we'll try to like get it up there too. But as of right now, we're just starting out. So yeah, let's get started.
Okay, cool. So I wanted to start out with like the first topic being, I thought it was appropriate with like the new year.
Good. I was thinking about saying something.
I wanted to talk about like basically not just New Year's resolutions and stuff, but like what you're hoping and planning for this year, and like just like kind of get an idea of like what you want for yourself this year. You can make it as personal as you want, but yeah, go for it. What do you think?
This year, I don't know. Like, ooh, I just hit my foot. I don't know. I think there's a lot, and I've talked to you about this, Sahreen. Like, I've like want to do like a lot of like self-reflecting and improve upon myself. I think there's a lot of like things about me that I just like want to stop being in the habit of doing, like saying different things and different actions and stuff, and making me a better person. I think overall, like, it's been my goal so far this year. It's only like the 8th day into the year, but like I don't know when you guys are gonna be listening to this. But anyways, what I think like so far I've been like trying to like challenge myself to like not challenge but like tell myself to listen to like Islamic podcasts each day. By doing that I want to actually like learn more about different perspectives when it comes to like Islam, and like I don't know, like I've been like listening to like I don't know different like just hearing other people talk about different topics in Islam gives me like more of an open mindset to what other people think, and like I don't know, like, I just want to become a better person.
Yeah, for sure. Like, it makes you more broad-minded. I mean, like, open-minded and just...
Yeah, like, and, like, I think I've talked about this with you, where it's just, like, I want to be connected more with Allah. Like, you know, I don't want to, like, when I pray, like, it's fine, but, like, I don't want to, like, end my prayer without making dua, you know? Like, if I'm making dua, like, because, like yeah, like, when I've read online where it's, like, when you make dua, it's because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He loves you. And he's letting you make dua to him. So I need to like, I feel like lately I've been lazy to make dua, but like honestly, dua is like literally what everyone needs to incorporate in their lives. It can be after namaz, it can be any time during the day where you can do dua. I mean, I do dua every single time I like leave the house, you know. I do the leaving dua, you know. But anyway, overall, I think my goal for the year is to just like reflect upon myself and just like have a like I don't know, just get back into healthier habits. And more with Allah.
Okay, that's good. No, I also heard from another family member that that like Allah loves like when you go to Him for prayer. Like he loves it when you make dua. Like He loves it when you ask for help. Like he literally loves it. So that encouraged me because it's like I'm making Allah happy. So
Yeah,
that's cool.
exactly. I
Yeah.
had this thing on my phone, um,
Hmm.
like, and it just like reminds me, like it hit me hard. Maybe it'll hit some of you guys hard. I don't know where I read this from on Twitter, but if I do, I'll leave it in the link, or I'll have Sahri, and she'll probably be uploading this herself, but she'll be leaving it in the link below. It was this tweet that said, if you don't practice being and your life is going smooth, wallah, you should be scared and fear for yourself because maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving you this dunya instead of the hereafter. So
That's
remember,
true.
guys,
Oh my gosh.
always gonna like be here and stuff, and that hit like reality for me because I'm like seriously like, and I think we've talked about this, where it's
Yeah.
like we've said like we're doing so much because I know you strongly feel about this, like we do so much for this world, like why can't we do so much to
I know. Like we're always after like what we want in our like education wise or job career wise and
yeah.
just like personal life too. So it's like you need to also try even more hard for like Jannah, inshallah. So
Because I know you've like talked about like with education, a lot of people take education seriously, which is amazing. But like, what about
yeah.
your family members? They're not always going to be here. Like your grandparents are getting old each day. Even like toddlers or like kids, like you never know when like people are gonna like pass. Allah's gonna take them away.
Sick. And then like if you're spending so many people spend all their life like working and just trying to make money and more money and like get a higher salary, like that's what they care about. But then before they know it, like you're saying, like life just passes by and like everyone's literally gone. So it's like that's when you notice, it's like after it's already done, which is so sad. So it's like, you know.
I agree, which is a really big point because it's true. It's like we're doing so much here. Like, what about like the hereafter and stuff? What about the people you're not spending time with and things like that? Education is important. Like, I'm very big on education. I'm a strong believer in how important
Yeah, for
but like
sure.
I think family is very important. I think if you know anything about like Sahreen and I, like we're both very family oriented and like we're really like we're very connected to our family. I personally grew up with no sisters. I
Yeah.
had big like sorry, this is so off topic, but just like I grew up with like some girls, a group of girls, and they were basically my sisters. But
Yeah.
alhamdulillah, so I not only had those girls, but I've had like other family members that are girls that have been like played as like older sisters or like younger sisters
Yeah.
for me personally, and I'm very grateful for
Sure.
that. But overall, I agree with what you're saying. Like there needs to be important other things that we should really be focusing on, like improving within ourselves and to each other
For
in order
sure,
to
yeah.
benefit. So
Yeah, me and Nyla both have the same experience of being really close to our own families and just like with the parents and the elders and the cousins as well. So I think it's like we're really grateful for that because like there's always friends and stuff and like you but like I feel like you find the best of friends within your own family. So yeah,
yeah,
because you relate to them the most and
and
you're
I know
able to
a
grow
lot
with
of
them.
people that are not even connected
Hmm.
to families as much. So like
Yeah,
I'm very grateful, alhamdulillah, like that I have like even a system like that because I know people like personally around me that've been like I'm not close to my family members. Like I don't have
exactly.
any cousins, you know.
Mm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, some people actually most of my friends like they're like I'm not close with like they stick to their mainly their friends, like not any family members at all. Like they're like, how are you so close to like your family? And I'm just like, I don't know, I just grew up like that and it they like became like that because I know not everybody has the opportunity to have that because some families are not healthy to be around or they have different situations where they just can't be. So I'm just grateful for like my family and I'm sure Nyla can relate. So
Well, yeah, I don't know. I agree. Like, I think like actually yeah, like stay continuing like even despite like my I hope me I'm swinging around in a chair right now, you guys. So I hope my voice isn't like drifting. But anyways, like with my education, I hope like this semester because I tend to be like very busy with school. Like I don't really like contact people.
yeah.
Yeah, I contact Saheen and like a few other people in our family, and like I live with one of my best friends, so like of course I talk to them, but I want to be more connected with my family and just remember that like they're there. Education will always be here, but like family will not always be here. You know?
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
But okay, besides like you saying that I don't know how we got onto family
I
talking about
know. What the heck?
but no
Every
no no, I was
beauty of it.
no, so besides like you basically said that you want to have your spiritual connection this year, that's one of your goals, but like anything else, like is there something that you're really hoping to accomplish this year?
I want to continue to stay in my fitness. I mean, I was in my fitness last semester, but I want to be more in my fitness this semester, inshallah, and
Okay.
just kind of keep doing that because I feel like it's helped me. I want to, honestly, this semester, I really want to like focus on myself and hopefully I can dive into like my experience during my first year of college where I spent a lot of time with myself and oh my God, it was just like a time of self-love. I really want
Yeah,
that one day, inshallah, because I but overall, I want that for like this coming semester where I really like focus on
yeah,
myself. I want to have a good health
absolutely.
and just kind of get more toned, makes me feel good, and
Yeah,
leaves me with a good like mental health as well, not only physical.
absolutely. Actually, something inspiring about that I've heard is like the thing that you said about how like you spent a lot of time alone and you found a lot of growth from that. Like that's really inspiring to me because it's like I don't know if you know this, but Prophet Muhammad, like he had a lot of his revelations in life and a lot of growth in his thing, like when he discovered things about himself and stuff
Yeah.
and some truths when he was completely in solitude.
Ooh.
So yeah, and I was like, oh my gosh. So that like I was like, wow, like so I think it goes to like you have to love yourself and be comfortable with being by yourself before applying it to other areas of your life
I
and
love
other
it.
relationships. I know. Yeah.
Like I think I've told you this, like when I'm like living I live with one of my best friends, like I said, and like she usually hangs out with our roommates, but I've literally apologized for her for just staying in my room. But like honestly, there's no reason to apologize. I want to hang out with them. It's just like after a long day of studying, I'm like, I just want to spend time with myself. I think everyone's different.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's like a
Like,
huge
or
part
I'll
of
just
life.
call like a family member. Like I'll call you, Sahreen. Like you know that. Like I'll call you like anything.
Yeah. No, literally. Yeah. Exactly. For sure. And that's pretty normal. I mean, after a long day, like I don't know, I don't understand people who like the way that they end the day is through socializing or a party.
Yeah, I think it's big
I'm
for really
like,
extroverted people. I know a few people that are like that too, that
yeah,
they like keep on going.
yeah,
Um, and like that's fine, but I just honestly cannot relate.
yeah, yeah,
Personally, for
absolutely.
me to like get energy back, I need to be by myself.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay. So
Well,
I forgot the answer to that question. What was it? Oh, okay. So we're fitness. Okay, fitness and okay. That was a pretty well-rounded.
what about you? What do you want to
Oh
see for
God, no.
yourself this year? What do you want to see for yourself?
I want a lot of I think my main thing this year is a lot of emotional growth, relational growth, like with the people in my life.
Hmm.
Like yeah, like I want a lot of like just emotionally like to be healthier to where I can form healthy relationships basically. Yeah.
Are you talking about like an emotional connection?
Yeah, no, just like I want to get some of my flaws taken care of. Like I kind of want to work on okay, I guess basically like I want to work on my character a lot this year. And I just want to be a better friend, better daughter, better sister, like, you know, so a better family member. Like I just that's what I want. So I just want to be better for myself first so that I can like be better towards other people. So that's literally what I want. I just want to like work on my character and grow from that. So
That's good. And that takes like, I know like looking upon yourself, people are like, oh, I want to change this about me and stuff. And it takes
yeah.
time. But I think it comes with patience. And I think you actually like have a lot of that, mashallah. So like just remember that even like as you're going
Yeah.
here, like
I
full
have
of
to be probably a lot more patient, but I mean, there's like always room to improve. So I never want to. I think when you stop wanting to improve, that's when you lose. Like you need to keep wanting to improve because
yeah, and like don't stop. Like
yeah,
literally
like that's
if you
human. Like
like
it's okay if you're
keep
not perfect.
going. Like I can relate to that personally. Like keep going.
Mhm.
Like even if someone says something negative to you about your so-called flaw, I don't see any flaws, sis.
Okay.
If someone says something about your flaw, just keep going. Like you're working on it. You're like we've talked about this. Like you're human.
Exactly, but also like I do need to realize like I think I need to work on like just like things about my character such as like um lowering my ego, being able to listen to criticism and just those kind of things, like being able to take criticism and trying to better myself for others and also for like mainly for myself and for like my relationship with Allah. Like I want to be a good human being basically. So that's like a huge thing. But besides that, I just want to be, honestly, this year, I just want to be happy, like wherever I am, whatever I'm doing. Just want
Inshallah.
to be doing something that I'm happy with doing.
Yeah.
And I really don't know where I see myself this later on this year at all. Like I really don't know. Um, but like literally anything can happen. And I think that's like what's hard when you're like, because like when you're in high school or like, like school, like it's like, you kind of have the next few years planned out until you graduate or whatever. But like afterwards, it's like you have no idea what's gonna happen with your life. So it's like, so it'll be
A
interesting.
time where like you can, not that you haven't before, but you can take control of your life and you're like,
Yeah, I know
where I want to
exactly.
go and this is what I want to do because this is gonna make me happy.
Exactly. And
And
I
put
actually
that
just
energy towards it so that way you can be driven so much to the point where you get what you want and it's in the right way and it's at the right time.
absolutely, yeah. Yeah, that's what I want. Like I know I'm not gonna be able to accomplish everything I need or like within myself emotionally or anything, but like again, like how you said, like I'm human and I actually just turned 24 like last week. So I think that was the main thing. I don't even think it was the new year. I think it was just the fact of how of my age and like where I am at my life right now that I want to change certain things about myself and for the better and work on myself and also of course like similar to you, I want to work on my relationship with Allah for sure. Like, I want to be able to perfect my prayers to the point, like, I just pray on time and more consistently and just more with a better intention, like, with the more connection, basically, So,
Yeah. I
yeah.
think it goes back to like you are who you are based on who you surround yourself with. So I think surround yourself with a lot of people like that will like drive you and like
Yeah, yeah, that helps. Yeah,
and
for
that
sure.
will like keep you like that
Mhm.
will like hype you up. You know, you need your hype girls in your life. Like before we started this podcast, like I was talking to Sahreen and she was like and like she was just like I was trying to hype her up. Like overall I was just trying to hype her up and like we both trying to get into the groove of this to make it a good podcast.
Guys, I'm
Always
so
need
tired today, so I was like so dead, and so I told Nyla to hype me up, because she always does. Like basically, like Nyla was the one who like really hyped up the idea for this, so
I
so
think it's a good idea. Like, I think one of the reasons like why I was so inspired is because I've been listening to podcasts lately and
Mhm.
also been watching.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Like to me, it was very casual, but I did not think that she would have that reaction at all. So
No, I was like totally down. I've always like,
I thought you'd be like. Yeah, yeah, we can do it. I didn't think you would actually like be action oriented and be like, oh, let's literally like that's such a good idea. Let's do it. I was like, oh,
yeah, literally, sis was designing stuff at like 4 in the morning.
I know literally. Oh my
I
god,
was like, you want to Skype?
yeah, literally. That's when you know it's serious. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's literally no, because that's like my moody time of the night
for sure. Yeah,
when I
absolutely.
don't want to talk to anybody. But
Yeah.
anyway, like back to you and stuff. I hope inshallah this is your year and I'll make dua for you.
Thank you.
That is because like whatever Allah puts you through, it's for a reason. And it's gonna be I bet it's a reason to make you stronger at it when you come
Yeah,
out of the
absolutely.
situation, you know? And I bet it's like that. Like there's a reason why he does everything. I'm a strong believer in everything happens for a reason.
Exactly. Yeah, it does.
This is your year. Take control of your life.
Yes, girl. Same with you. Inshallah. Looking
Inshallah.
ahead a little year. I'm just happy because it's like a new decade, so it's like it's just like endless possibilities. But anyways, yeah, that was like my thing that I wanted to talk about. But
On that note, I had something to bring up. So recently, Sahreen brought up it, not brought up, sorry. She showed me the reel, and one of our other family members, I think she likes the reel as well. And it's a really good, oh my God, you guys should see like my tabs right now. It's long as heck. I wish
oh
let me
my
count them real
god,
quick. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Like, bro, it's like 20 plus
oh my
tabs.
god, that's literally my entire winter.
Dude, that's crazy. Like, oh my God, it's really good. I recommend it. It's like a very, it's really good.
It
Like,
took me a bit to get into, but then when I got into it, that's when I knew.
oh God, I really like Lonnie. I really like her.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, how do you feel about the other ones?
I like, is it Janine?
Janine, Genie.
Jeannie, I like her. I like her too. I think she's so funny. Um, I like Tamara a lot. I think she has a heart of gold.
I know,
I
Masha.
literally think that. And I like Adrian. Adrian's a little wild though. If you watch The Real, you know, you know.
Crazy. I love her though. I like all. I just like. I don't have a problem with any of
They're
them.
a good group. It makes me sad. I hate thinking this, but I'm like, when that show ends, oh my God,
Like a
heartbreak.
girl band breaking up. You feel?
Yeah, like it's such a good show. Anyways, hold on.
They're on there. They started in 2013, so it's
Yeah,
been five.
I
Seven.
know what I'm saying.
Wait, it's 2013. Yeah, but no, but apparently like they keep getting renewed for seasons. So I'm like, yes, because people love them. And did you know? Wait, maybe I shouldn't say this. Maybe it's controversial, but I actually like Tamar. The one who got fired.
Oh, Tamar?
Tamar.
Is
Tamar.
it Tamar or Tamar?
Tamar, That's how I mean it's spelled as Tamar, but yeah, Tamar. You've seen her though. Like, do you remember her?
I don't know if she's joking, if that's her personality.
I
She's
know, I know. But I think okay, honestly, I think I'm very heavily influenced by the comments sometimes because like I don't know, I haven't known them that long, so I don't know everything about them. But like when she left, like basically all I'm gonna say is they won an Emmys without her, so they didn't need her. But I liked her. I respected her.
I like her,
She's
but like
funny, but like I feel like she's not in need. But apparently, there's like a new co-host
yeah,
now.
I saw that and I was like, I
Like
like the
it's gonna
four.
take a while
It's
to.
gonna take a hot minute.
You know, people were really mad. But oh my god, no! On like a recent episode, like yesterday, Lonnie, she literally. Did you see it?
No.
She literally just called it out like to the audience. She was like, y'all need to let go of my girl." She's like, "You leave her alone. Like y'all
Wait,
like stop." Like she saw all the comments. She was like, "Guys,
that's
like
that's the right way to do it.
yeah, like she was so man, they're also loyal, mashallah." But anyway, sorry.
I
Okay,
like
go on.
it a lot. Like I think
Yeah.
I've liked I watched a variety of like different like clips and stuff and like I think the
Yeah.
one I'm watching right now is like the host open up about being bullied in school in Hollywood
Oh my
and
gosh,
things
I haven't
like
seen that.
that.
Yeah.
A bunch of random ones. Like it's really good. Like it's honestly really good. Like you guys should take the time and like listen to or watch it on YouTube.
Yeah,
And
they go through like all types of controversial topics and just about everything that yeah, literally. But yeah,
did you
so would
see
you
that one video where what sorry, what's her name? Jeannie?
mhm.
Okay, she got like hit by a bus.
Dude, I just saw that yesterday.
That was so funny. I was like, oh my God, sis.
So apparently she liked this counselor who was 24 years old and she was 16 and she was illegal and she convinced him that she was a college
She's like
student.
21 or something.
Yeah, she said that she was 21. She wrote him a long letter and they were at the airport and she gave him you saw that one? Okay, there's
Yeah.
two different videos, but the one she said was he flew her out to Hawaii and she went
Yes.
and she drove a car and
She
she
drove a
didn't know there
moped
was like
and like she freaking got hit by a bus.
yeah, literally. And then her mom saw her on national news.
Dude, her Vietnamese like impression is like
Have you seen her mom?
no, I'm about to watch the video I told you about yesterday with like where she like sat down with her mom and like talked about her situation and blah blah blah.
Oh wait, the one I told you, like the on her channel.
Yeah.
Oh, about her, like okay, about her.
Yeah, I want to watch that. I want to watch that video first before watching.
I actually watch it. Like it's long, but I didn't expect to be into it. But oh my gosh, they just say everything, man. But mashallah, oh my god, no, mama my mashallah, like dude, she's savage. But anyways, yeah, go on.
Oh, okay. So, oh my God, I need to watch like her mom and stuff because her impressions are so funny.
I don't know, she's so spot on.
Bro, like as an Asian mom, I feel like I relate to that. I'm not an Asian mom, you guys.
I actually reminds me of your mom. Literally. But go on.
So I was watching this episode, not episode, I was watching a clip, and it kind of reminded me of what you were saying before. Do you agree with this? If you bring home a man, okay, so like in Islam, you know, you should see Sahin's face right now. It's crazy. Listen, so in
It's
Islam,
halal, but go on.
yeah, okay, so like we're talking about halal thing really quick. So like for me personally, when the time comes, which is very far away, um, when if I bring home a guy or like I introduce him to my family, Islamically like the right way, his parents are involved and stuff, and like we've been talking and our families know each other, blah blah blah, and like it's in that stage. All right, just think about that for you, for example. Would do you think your mom should judge him based off like if he's a good influence on you or not. Like based on how you've been acting recently, like I know this is like a weird question to ask, but okay, so like basically in the reel they're talking about I don't know who was talking about this, but they're saying like if a guy is like they were talking about like if the mom doesn't I guess approve of a boy for you, it's like and I okay, this is what I wrote down in my notes. A man can change how you are and like either that can be a good or bad.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
a parent's judgment, like thoughts.
It goes back to what you're saying, what you just told me a while ago about you are who you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had so much experience like just with like literally everyone in my life. Like if I'm spending a lot of time with them, I start talking like them. Like, do you relate to that?
Yeah, I relate to that.
Yeah, like also I guess that's why people say like in your family, like you start talking like the person like that, you know, like your family, like you're all alike for a reason because you live together. So I think like basically like if they can make a bad impression or a good, right? Like on yourself like to do better or worse as a human, and that's actually why like it's so important for me to have like someone who wants who want wait,
Who
hold up,
brings out the best in you?
brings out the best in me and who makes me want to become better rather than
Yeah.
worse, who doesn't drag me down with
And
them.
like and that should prove that's my point. Like that should prove to your parents that he's like worthy, you know? I mean, I know you have to give your parents approval and stuff, but like if he's making you happy and he's making you a better person, like oh my God, if he's making you a better Muslim, girl snatch
That's
that.
what I'm saying. Yeah, I think Islam is like one of the biggest things for me. It's
Yeah.
like I need someone like not necessarily they have to be more religious than me because I'm sure both people will want that for the other, that they'll want the other person to be more religious so that they can help themselves.
Yeah.
But actually I've heard of something really cute that it's like, and I think about this all the time, that it's like you know you're ready for marriage when you stop thinking about what can he do for you, but you think about what can you do for them. Like that's when you know it's love, you know?
Right.
So, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I think definitely like I think the parents should be able to see like for what it is rather than like to see how, because it's about you guys together, right? So it's like for
Yeah.
the rest of your life. So it's like how he influenced you to be as a person. Like or if
Yeah. Like,
he's
if you make me
influencing you to be a worse person, that's when you
I
know?
think like especially like with when you're talking about Islamically and stuff, where it's just like you know how we've like talked about like we want a guy with the bare minimum, like they can at least like do namaz or like try as much as he can, blah blah blah, etc. You know, follow the five pillars.
Yeah.
Like if we can just like wait, I lost my train of thought. Crap.
Like
Like
basically he can.
basically like if you can bring home like somebody like then he's bringing out the best in you. Like honestly, if he's making you happy and he's making you a better Muslim, like that's like my argument. If my parents didn't like somebody that like I really like him,
Absolutely.
he's a good Muslim, like he's making me a better person. You know, I'm like you
Yeah.
can't argue against that.
Exactly. And I love saying this. I've said this to Nyla like multiple times about there's a quote from Mufti Menk, and it was like your parents are obligated to agree to their child's marriage if the person in question has
Mhm.
two things, good character and good deen.
Yeah.
Like they're obligated to like let their child marry that person if they have those two things, and I love that for my own benefit.
Yeah.
But like it's very valid to me because those are the two most important things. So but yeah, but what about you, like what do you think about that, like for your parents, like do you think it should be based on like how they influence you and like they should see it that way, or
They
what
should
do you
be
think?
like, I'm genuinely happy. Like this is I don't plan on bringing home a boy. I feel like I want to be okay when I get married, when I talk to somebody, I want to be so involved in Islam more than I am now to be strong
Hmm.
in my religion to the point where I know like he is the right man for me because he is strong in his deen. I don't want to be in the point where I'm rejecting Islam, you know? I don't want to be at the point where I'm not strong in my deen that I pursue a guy that's not even good for me. Not saying
Yeah,
guys that
yeah.
strong in their dean are bad guys. They're not. It's just for me personally. I know for me I want a guy who's strong in his dean, or at least on the same level as me that does the bare minimum. You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
then be able to bring him home because not only is he good in his dean, but he has a good heart. If you're good in your dean, I think you
Yeah, we talked
we
about this. Like it
talked
goes
about
hand
this
in
too.
hand.
But like the
Yeah.
thing is like with that like bringing him home, I'm not worried about so much about my dad and my older brother. I'm honestly more worried about my mom and my brother.
Yeah.
different topic. But like, see, I wouldn't bring him home unless I knew like, you know what I mean? Like, and get his family involved unless I knew like he was like actually the one. But
Yeah, literally.
mhm.
No, 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 that's important. For sure. No, sorry, what were we gonna say?
And like on the note, sorry, like of like Bean and like Bean can okay, having strong Bean, we've talked about this recently where it was like having strong Bean doesn't necessarily I mean it makes you it should make you have good values. It should make you have good actions, but not all the time do people have good actions when it comes to like strong Bean.
It goes hand in hand,
It
honestly.
goes
Like
hand in hand. Not everyone having
I
good
don't think you can have one without the other. Like there's just no way. If you have a sucky personality or just a bad heart, there's no way your dean is good. Like and
that's
same thing,
true.
like
Because your heart's not going to be open up enough. Like, your heart's not going to be able to like take the fact that like you need Bean in your life. They're not going to be open to having that good change in your life, you know?
yeah, yeah, no, absolutely. I think it's like it also goes the other way around. Like you can say you have really good dean. Let's say like okay, let's say a person does Quran, they pray 5 times a day, they do charity, they do all the five pillars, and they do more,
Mhm.
but they're missing the character. How good does it really do if they're, let's say they're arrogant? How what good does that really do? Let's say they kick dogs. They're
Yeah,
just not good.
where's that going to take you? Okay, you have good Bean, but like, come on, your
Yeah.
actions should represent, like, should be like, you know, you have good Bean. I mean, honest, only Allah knows. But like,
Yeah, that's true.
yes, you okay, how about this? You do the five basic things, but honestly, you should be reading into the Quran about what it actually like says to be like to
Hmm.
be like a good Muslim. I mean, yes,
Literally, yeah.
you can follow the five pillars, but what about your actions? What about your what you should be learning from the Quran, what the prophets did? You should
Exactly.
be following all of that, you know? And I think that's what's like lost in oh God, it's gonna lead me onto a rant. But I think that's
Yeah.
what's kind of like lost in today's society as well,
Hmm.
where it goes to modernizing Islam, but that's a different topic.
That's a whole
That's
different
a
topic.
whole different topic that
But
I could vent
no, I
about.
got you. I got you. But for sure,
But
yeah, I know.
like, I think like if I'm like so for you, how like if you knew your man changed you for the better, like as a better Muslim and stuff, and you brought him home, do you think your parents would like approve?
I don't think I won't lie. I don't think that's the first thing they'll look at.
I know that's what I'm
They're
saying.
gonna be looking at the other stuff about him, not about how he makes me feel. They're gonna be looking at
Yeah.
him.
I wish like I think it's just because our parents grew up in a different generation, it's kind of different what they look at first. There's different things that we don't necessarily agree with our parents. I feel like any kid is like that too. You know, they're like, oh, I don't want
Absolutely.
to kid. I just
Yeah, and
that
like
differently. But everyone has a different parenting style.
for
Unless like
sure.
the way our parents have raised us, honestly, um like modesty was like really a big deal in our family, and like without my
Yeah,
mom or
absolutely.
like our me like talking or emphasizing that the importance of that so much, we wouldn't have modesty in in our lives.
Yeah,
We would be wearing
literally.
shorts, and like if you do that, boo, you do you. Between you and
Yeah,
Allah.
but that's just an example for ours.
Yes,
Like
for like us,
no
like
disrespect to anyone else, but it's like it's just what's important to like our family, and it's like something that I want to keep on
yeah,
implementing. So,
like different things like we're gonna take from our parents, but like I agree with that. There's just some things that
yeah,
we're
like
because we're in a different generation. Like we see it in a
exactly.
different way.
And traditional doesn't mean necessarily bad. Some things
Yeah.
can be really good. It's more of closed-minded thinking and like cultural things mixing up with religion that I don't like personally. Like if it conflicts with what Islam is saying, that's when I don't like it. Because a lot of it does. So, you know. Okay, but did that answer your question about like your family?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like I
Yeah.
thought it was like interesting. I was like, I think that's like
Yeah.
something the parents could think about, where it's just like, how is this guy or girl influencing my child?
Yeah, actually, yeah, but to be really honest, the parent I know never thinks about that. I think you think about that because, and I think that's something so important to think about for
And
yourself.
especially for our generation, our
Mhm.
yeah,
No, because I've heard like a cute thing, like this is not what I was gonna say before, but I've heard of like marry someone who you wouldn't mind, like if it was us. No, let's say it for a guy's perspective. So if a guy was trying to get married and you tell him the advice of marry someone who you wouldn't mind your daughter marrying, you know? Marry someone you would agree to letting your children marry too, like, you
and
know,
be
like
around. Like, are you comfortable with him? Are you comfortable like with what he's gonna give to you, what he's gonna contribute into your relationship, into your family?
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. Okay, guys, so that's basically what we wanted to talk about today before it gets too long. But Nyla, do you have anything else you want to add before we close this
Yeah,
podcast?
really. If you guys have any other topic suggestions you guys want to hear us talk about, please leave in the comments below. Share this with your friends. Like, if there's anybody that you know that could relate to our talks,
Yeah, for
or even
sure.
to come on and talk with us. I think
Oh,
we can always be open to that. I know it's different, but like we can always.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're open to anything where anyone wants to.
Yeah, follow us on our social
Yes.
medias. For now, we're on YouTube and SoundCloud. But yeah, I think that's about it.
Okay, okay. Salam, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye,